A Russian Shahed kamikaze drone exploded on the territory of Romania near the village of Plora. This is reported by the official website of the Ministry of National Defense of Romania. During a combined missile strike on Ukraine on the morning of January 17, 2025, a Russian kamikaze drone violated Romanian airspace in Tulcea County, near the border with Ukraine, at about 1:35 a.m. The airspace violation was detected by the ministry's monitoring and surveillance systems, after which 2 F-16 fighter jets of the Romanian Air Force took to the skies. The planes took off from the 86th Air Base in Borca at 1:45 a.m. to monitor the air situation and conduct patrols, and returned to the base at 3:48 a.m. As part of the ongoing investigation, the Romanian Ministry of National Defense found traces of a possible drone strike near the border, outside the village of Ploru. The area is currently under guard, and teams consisting of specialists from the Ministry of National Defense, the Romanian Intelligence Service, and the Ministry of Internal Affairs are working there. After collecting relevant evidence and conducting an investigation, a conclusion will be announced in accordance with the applicable procedures. We strongly condemn these attacks by the Russian Federation on certain objects and elements of Ukraine's civilian infrastructure. These attacks are unjustified and seriously contradict the norms of international law, representatives of the Ministry of National Defense of Romania noted. This is not the first time that a Russian kamikaze drone has flown into Romanian airspace. For example, in July 2024, Romanian Foreign Minister Luminica Odobescu announced that the wreckage of Shahed-type attack drones that Russia had used to attack the Odessa region on the night of July 25th had been found. On the same day, the media reported that wreckage had been found near the village of Ploru, which probably belonged to Russian Shahed geranium attack drones. Also in September 2024, the Romanian Ministry of National Defense reported that it had been searching for more remnants of Russian kamikaze drones due to the renewed increase in attacks on the border areas of Ukraine, as a result of which some drones had fallen into Romania. Russia is deploying heavy armored vehicles to Mali as part of its troop reinforcement in the country. Relevant photos and videos were published by the user Casus Belli with reference to the local TV channel Cap Mali Plus. Among the equipment being sent to strengthen the contingent, a significant amount of hardware was spotted, including T-72 B-3 tanks, motor vehicles, BTR 80/82A armored personnel carriers, Lens, Spartak, Tiger armored vehicles, and other weapons. There were also infantry fighting vehicles, BMDs, as well as a significant number of unidentified vehicles, as they were covered with a tent during transportation. It is also noteworthy that some of the equipment, including tanks, bears appropriate inscriptions on its sides, indicating that it was transported by rail. At the same time, anti-drone protection is mounted on the tank's turrets. According to a Casus Belli expert, this equipment could have been transported by the Russian army from Syria, where it is currently evacuating military property, armored vehicles, and personnel. Today, Russia has deployed Wagner PMC units in Mali, which became more active after the French military left the country in 2022. The French armed forces operated in Mali as part of Operation Serval and Barkhane from 2013 to 2022 and countered illegal military groups, including ISIS, which were trying to seize power. Currently, the local indigenous population, supported by Western countries, is confronting Russian mercenaries and the pro-Russian Malian government. Most likely, the equipment will be distributed between the Wagner PMC units and government forces as part of strengthening the counteraction to paramilitary units in the country and terrorist organizations. Earlier, Militarny reported that the militants of Al-Qaeda in Mali, JNIM-AQIM, had ambushed a PMC Wagner convoy in the south of the Republic of Mali. Al-Qaeda claimed that 6 Wagner mercenaries were killed as a result. Video footage helped confirm 5 mercenaries were killed and that the car was converted into a vehicle with a machine gun turret. It was probably meant to protect the convoy in case of an attack. Also in July 2024, in the northeast of the country, the units of the Azawadu People's Defense Structure defeated a group of Wagner militants and junta troops in Chinese armored vehicles and other vehicles. Former politician, human rights activist, and diplomat Mohammed Larbi Zitout notes that the group's successes were made possible after they received much-needed anti-aircraft weapons, light artillery, and ammunition. Back to Ukraine. Black Swan unit within the 225th Assault Battalion shows how Russian forces reduced Dar Eno in Kursk Oblast to ashes. Once we thought the scorched earth tactic was reserved for Syria or Ukraine. Now we see even their own land holds no value to them. Land is for resources. People are just tools to extract them, they add. In the ongoing war in Ukraine, the world has witnessed the devastating lengths to which Russia is willing to go in pursuit of its military objectives. Nowhere is this more evident than in the Kursk region, where Russian forces have resorted to destroying their own territory. This self-inflicted devastation reveals the desperation and lack of strategic options left in Russia's playbook. In recent weeks, reports and footage have emerged showing scorched fields, shattered infrastructure, and abandoned villages in Kursk, all caused by Russian military actions. Russian troops are employing a scorched earth strategy, not just in Ukraine, but increasingly within their own borders. Farmlands have been mined, forests burned, and industrial areas destroyed under the pretext of halting Ukrainian advances or disrupting drone operations. This tactic underscores the Kremlin's focus on immediate gains at the expense of long-term consequences. The destruction of critical resources and infrastructure is crippling local economies and creating environmental disasters. Yet these actions are not slowing Ukraine's military initiatives as intended. On the contrary, Ukrainian forces have adapted, using precision drone strikes and coordinated attacks that target Russian weaknesses without causing widespread collateral damage. By devastating their own land, Russian forces are also sowing discontent among local populations. Farmers and business owners in Kursk, already suffering from war-related disruptions, now face the additional burden of rebuilding from destruction caused by their own military. This reckless behavior has further exposed the Kremlin's disregard for the well-being of its citizens, fueling resentment and eroding local support.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.